Hello and welcome. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes, the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have a very special guest all the way from Melbourne, Australia. You have Derrick Narciso. Thank you so much for jumping on. Really appreciate you coming on this podcast again. Going to be chatting some upcoming releases, some latest pickups, and maybe some more sneaker news, and just have a general sort of chat. So how have you been going, mate? What's been going on in your world?
Yeah, I've been pretty busy at work, but first of all, thanks for having me back. So also apologies for doing this in such a very early part of the morning again because of the different time zones we got.
Yeah,
But
all
thank you
good.
for accommodating me. Hello to all your viewers and everyone that has supported your channel. Great channel, guys. Keep supporting. Harrison's doing a lot of good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I've actually been really blown away. I've hit over nearly 2,500 subscribers. So I've kind of just been blown away by how many people have wanted to watch videos and kind of guess been putting in a bit more effort. It's been really awesome, not to sound like I'm bragging, but yeah, I've been really
Ah,
amazed that people actually been watching the videos and wanting to see kind of I guess, your own unique take. Because there's so many sneaker YouTubers, like there's so many people producing content around sneakers and everyone has a unique take. And I just hope that I can bring something to, people's ears and hopefully it's a good, interesting opinions on things.
yeah, but look, what I really like about your videos is that you are very informative with the history, background, and details of the kicks you're presenting. So you're not just showing us snapshots and your thoughts of the kicks, but it's
Mm,
really very informative, which I think fills a huge void in
mm,
the Australian sneaker podcasting, YouTubing scene.
yeah.
So you're really fitting in nicely, and I'm not surprised at all of your success.
Thank you. I think that's just my personality, just very detail orientated, sometimes to a fault, I would say.
No, no,
Sometimes to a fault.
sneaker nerds like me appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a little chat about some upcoming releases, but first of all, we just wanted to chat a little bit about some of the pickups that we've gotten recently. I know a lot of
Yes.
people like chatting about, some of the latest things that they've gotten. So I've put a few reviews out on these shoes, but we have, first of all, the Up There 860 V2 in the Blossom colorway. This was pretty much shock dropped, I would say, by Up There after they released the green and the green and blue colorway. This Blossom one was one of the, kind of set the internet alight for about 48 hours, and then everyone kind of jumped on it. And it was awesome to see that people from the US who missed out on the green and blue pair, especially because it was kind of a New Balance Australia exclusive, and it was obviously very limited on their official release. So it was good to see that they kind of, I suppose, rewarded people for wanting to be a part of their culture and their scene and wanting to jump onto their kind of bandwagon, and actually people got them pretty easily, to be honest, and there was lots of sizes still available. So we'll see if they do a New Balance store release, but it was really cool to see lots of people getting that one. What did you think about them overall, Derrick?
Ooh, well, I did love the easiness of the release.
Mm,
Yeah, somebody leaked the link on one of the Facebook group, which I'm part of. So
mhm,
jumped on it straight away. Like you said, ton of sizes. So jumped on it, grabbed it, and was very happy. Actually,
mhm,
look, hot take. I prefer this one over the OG one that came out first
mm,
because I don't know, it's just a great summer color,
mhm.
and I think the color blocking works well. I mean, very fittable for me.
Yeah,
It looks
they're definitely very, very comfortable. The 860 is also, it's very light, it's athletic, it's a running sneaker. The lace shroud is something that I think people had mixed opinions on. I know a couple of friends, they don't like it because it has the kind of jangly laces, lace
yeah,
zip. So yeah, I like it. I like the way it looks. It makes it look very unique and very different. So that's what I'm all about. So excited about that. I didn't realize how glittery the pink would be. Like the mesh, there's like a bunch of glitter in it,
yeah,
which didn't really show up in photos, but like it looks pretty cool. And yeah, they're very, very clean and very comfortable. Definitely going to be a summer shoe
yeah. Kind
for
of
sure.
the glittery bits kind of remind me of my sister back in sister's dolls back in the day.
Mm,
Like those My Little Ponies, Rainbow Bright.
yeah, yeah.
But um What do you think about the lack of up there branding on their recent
Hmm.
collab?
I mean, yeah, it kind of it is what it is, but I don't know. I think that a lot of people kind of would see this and kind of know that it's more than just a regular 860. I think the lace shroud is a thing that they're going to try and kind of push a little bit to be kind of almost their signature. So, I mean, I know your thoughts about the lack of branding, like out in your face smash branding, but it works for other brands like kind of like Jound sort of thing. It doesn't exactly hit you in the face, but they do have their own logo on there. There
Mhm.
are certain little bits, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. Look, if this release as a not a friends and family, not a quick strike, and it just released normally, would you think they were a collab?
Uh, I think with the added extras, with the bag and the laces and the shroud and all that, I think it definitely adds to the collab kind of nature. But I think, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Now, if it wasn't a collab and it just released on some, would you
Yeah.
still pop?
Probably not, to be honest. No, probably not. If it was not an up there or Australian retailer exclusive, probably would not, to be honest. But that's why they kind of add that extra, I suppose, exclusivity or collaboration onto it, so that it kind of yeah
Marketing, yeah.
yeah the marketing. But like I definitely want to support more Australian
Oh yeah,
artists and
definitely.
boutiques and stuff like that. So I definitely was happy to get them, especially. But I still, like you said, you like this one better than the first one. I still like the first one better than this one.
Well,
So
these ones with the neon yellow laces. Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god. Oh, I
yeah,
can't wait to actually take pictures of this and review this because I really want to wear it so bad. I really want to bring it to the Phils on our holiday.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If anyone didn't know, me and Derrick are actually going on holiday together. We're going to be in the Philippines at the same time, so that's going to be fun.
Oh,
Maybe do a little bit of a. I'm thinking about doing a bit
hopefully,
of a
hopefully, maybe do a
sneaker
bit of a
shopping,
sneaker shopping. Yeah,
a little bit of a vlog, maybe,
yeah.
little something like that.
I'll
See,
bring to them some of the sneaker places in this place.
yeah,
We meet up if we meet up.
yeah. Nice. The other one that I was pretty excited about is not exactly a new release, but it was the Gel Cayano 14 from P.
Mm,
Andrade, the kind of beetle colorway. I
yeah,
worked very hard in pronouncing the name of the beetle that they are
yeah. Very
associated
impressive.
with, the
Very impressive.
Lamprocyphrus
Yes,
Augustus,
very.
Lamprocyphrus. So it's definitely very loud. It's got the gold, it's got the silver, it's got the blues. It looks really cool, like,
Oh,
and it's super comfortable, and it's
yeah.
definitely I'm so happy to have gotten this. Black Friday sales are all pretty much live right now
No
for everyone.
way! You got them at a Black Friday sale. Would you
Yeah, I
mind?
think it was about 25% off. So
Would you mind letting us know which site?
yeah, there's I mean pretty much any site right now has got sales. Every retailer almost. Not all of them, but there's definitely a fair few sales going on right now. So if you have seen a pair of shoes that you have been wanting to get for a while, like I did with this one, that I kind of was just waiting for a sale on. So there's definitely an opportunity right now for people if you want to grab any of those.
Yep.
The last one I'll talk about is the 740 that finally came in from Club Banana and Amine.
Oh,
The 740 New Balance, the BTEE, is homage to his high school, Benson Tech. They are very comfortable. They're actually a lot sturdier and heavier than you'd think. Being a running sneaker, they're actually a lot heavier than you think. And the laces are again like a zip trail running
oh,
lace, so that's interesting. They're like a bungee style lace as well, so they're very stretchy. Uh, it's interesting. I'm kind of on the fence about it. There is really no way to get rid of the laces. There's no way to change them out, so you are kind of stuck with these laces. But I think that's kind of part of the design. Like
it,
that's how they come. They look. The sole's really cool as well. The translucent sole.
yeah,
So
it's got those hollow bits at the heel part.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's kind of that absorb
From
technology.
afar, from afar, they look like a sort of like a Knicks colorway. Just from my
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much.
you have
That's
this orange and royal blue
yeah.
kind of vibe going.
I think the Knicks have a little bit of a darker blue color scheme going on these days. A little bit more of a navy blue. This is a bit more of a royal kind of blue.
Yeah,
So but it definitely has that Knicks vibe, and some of the latest releases from Kith. They have that 991 V2 and
Mhm.
they have that Knicks colorway from, I think it was last year, the 990 V6. So obviously Kith is a New York brand, so they're going to be wanting to support their local teams. So they're not, they have a big presence in New York, so to speak. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah,
That's
those
what.
are my sort of pickups. What have you been grabbing, Derek?
Well, since you talked about Black Friday sales and all that, so I'm an Air Max fiend and a Dunk fiend, so we were able to pick some Air Max from the so some really nice colors. Some for $40, guys. So hit your outlets. These are the Dusty Cactus. They look like the Jade, but really clean colors. Unlike the Jade, though, it had gray paneling at the top. This one has a cream color. Yeah, it's got a cream suede on top. So really, not suede, but more like felt. But it was a nice colorway. I mean, for $40. And this is my mom. We got patterns at home. The Malachite. Yeah. But again, can't go wrong, man. $40 for these.
That's very nice.
Great shape, everything.
Yeah.
Something I just chucked in for summer, and these ones, man, you can have these for $120. Remember when the Syracuse Dunks went for $800, so to $1,000? Now you can have this for $120. That I think Culture Kings or JD Sports and even Nike, they have them on sale. So crazy, a lot of crazy sales going. So
very nice.
It's a good time to be a collector sneakerhead. Because I mean, you don't have to exactly win all the raffles because there's a ton of dope sneakers that we couldn't get back in the day because they were so expensive resale. So now you can just get them for less than half the retail price. So it's been really cool.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a shift in that kind of space where people are kind of, I suppose, going for a little bit less, like hyped sneakers. That's probably not hyped sneakers. Like people still want them, but like they're being a bit more intentional. I feel they're not just going for the dunks straight away. And I've seen new silhouettes, like for example that 740. Like I thought these ones would be a lot more popular than they actually are. I've seen them sitting and not going for much on resale either. Like the 610s that he had before, like last year or even a year and a bit ago, they were going for a lot. And I think that people kind of jumped on that because they thought it was hot and fresh and new. And now I think there's a little bit of a shift to going to sort of the, I suppose, retro re-releases and such from Nike. So, I mean, I guess that's a pretty good segue to go into our first new release. Yeah, go for it, Derek.
We got could be my final entry for my top 10.
Yeah, okay.
And we spoke about it earlier on. So we got the GT 2160 Jown. Yeah. So very polarizing sneaker when I posted pictures of it in social media. So there was a segment of the social media army that really hated it, and they called Jown being lazy.
Yeah.
And then there's another segment that said, well, this is Jown's brand. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So for me anyway, look, it's a clean colorway, right? Yeah. It's a very versatile colorway. It's got, neon hits. So, hey, my first Jown collab, so it's definitely going in my top 10.
Nice. I mean, I think the biggest one was probably that inverted blue colorway.
Yes,
that was the one that everyone wanted, but there's no way we were going to get that. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, nice. Obviously they're going to be very comfortable. ASICS always is. Excited to see, how they're going to be going into their 2025 with a great bit of momentum behind them from this year. It's going to be a cool to see what ASICS does in 2025.
I wouldn't be surprised if they take out brand of the year again for third year in a row, because they've done it for 2 years in a row already.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have said Puma had a huge year as well. So, they did, but I still think ASICS was probably, I'd still say ASICS was still number one in terms of, like, obviously not in sales because Nike's always going to be that, but in terms of kind of culture, I think ASICS was definitely up there for sure.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
But our first upcoming release, I did want to have a chat about, as I kind of spoke about before, people going for more of a retro inspired Nike release. Our first one is the BC3s, the black cement Jordan 3s. We have this one releasing pretty much today, which is the 23rd of November. There's a few retailers already have released them. There's probably I think a wider release coming on the Nike website in a couple of days. These ones are obviously incredibly sought after. They are classics. They're apparently incredibly true to the 1988 original feel and color. So this is going to be one that I'm definitely going to be looking to get. What about you, Derrick?
Yes, so right after this podcast, we'll have lunch with my family and we'll head straight to the malls and see if we can still find them in the wild. I've been told there's heaps of them, so hopefully we find some.
Well, funny you say that. There's actually here in Brisbane, the Laced, a Brisbane-based sneaker boutique, clothing boutique. They're opening their brand new store. So I'm going to go there and check out their new store and just see what's up. Apparently they are still having a few sizes of those available. So, hey, who knows? They might be able to pick those up straight there. Maybe try and go to maybe like JD or Foot Locker, see if they have them. Not sure if they will because it's going to be a pretty hard to get shoe. Brisbane's, the city is pretty busy and there's going to be a lot of people out trying to get those. But yeah, those
are a few sneakerheads in Brisbane.
I would say so. Yeah, I mean, not as many as Sydney and Melbourne, obviously, because of the population, but there's a fair few of us. And I mean, I've tried to kind of link up with a few people to maybe do a podcast in person, but unsuccessful so far. But that's okay. I'll be hopefully trying to link up with a few more people and even do, like, I saw people do sneaker meetups and stuff in Sydney and Melbourne. Maybe try and organize one of those in Brisbane. That would be pretty cool. But that's for further down the track when I'm not about to go on holidays and not about to have Christmas. So that'll be a 2025 thing.
Oh yeah, by the way, I still have my 2018, still in great condition. Yes, a lot of mixed review for those people who already got their 2024 version. Apparently the $300 price tag is a bit of a turnoff because I remember these ones going for $240 or $250, but still a huge jump for a retro Jordan. Just the signs of the times, I guess, economy and nuts. Although the shape is the right shape, I feel like a lot of people aren't too happy about the materials used. They still prefer the 2018s and the DMPs that released prior. So I don't know. I have to check it out in person. But the Black Cement 3s being one of my top 5 sneakers of all time. I think it's a definite must-have in my collection.
Nice. Very nice.
People don't buy the size 9. They're horrible. Please.
Size 9? Don't buy size 9.
I'm not size 9s are terrible. I heard they were terrible. Don't buy.
I'm not size 9 either, so don't buy those. I'm not size 9 at all. The next one we're going to have a little chat about is the Jordan 4 RM, which was kind of, debuted to a little bit of fanfare in 2024, and will probably have a huge year in 2025. As you can see on screen now, you have the leaked images of the pine green colorway, which was kind of obviously inspired by the SB4. So they are almost identical in terms of colors, similar suedes, similar, color blocking. Obviously a little bit different from the Jordan 4, but what are your thoughts, first of all, about the RM, but also about this new pine green colorway? And is it just kind of, I feel like it's a little bit pandering, to be honest, just throwing that colorway on a Jordan 4 RM to try and popularize it, but what are your thoughts?
Well, this, Jordan has been, the Jordan brand itself has been notorious with giving us the sneaker that we want, but not actually the sneaker that we want. And it's been happening all throughout the years. They'll give us Bread 1 colorways, but it's not exactly the right Bread 1s, wrong paneling, but the right colorway. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll give it to us in a mid form or a low form or just in a different form, but it will still sell out because it's still, for people that might have missed out on breads. In this case, for people that might have missed out on the SB4s, that might have missed out on these. That is a great consolation price. And you know what? I don't want to weigh this down. I might actually go for that now that I've seen them.
Mm.
because that exact same color blocking, and come on, this color blocking is great.
Yeah.
Even though we've moved past the beige, cream, and pine green era, it's still a great and versatile colorway.
Yeah.
I love these. So
It's-
as with the RM silhouette, I'm actually surprised it made it to the sneaker of the year, Complex's sneaker of the year.
Yeah, I'm very interested about that. I don't know. I feel like it was a good kind of pivot, I suppose, from Nike, like creating a kind of a new kind of silhouette and thinking about a ways to bring different kind of sneakers to people. I have one pair, just the Nigel Sylvester pair. I've thought about, as I said before, lots of Black Friday sales. I thought about a couple of other colorways maybe going on sale. They're comfortable, but they're definitely not as comfortable as like runners and trainers. And when you work like me on your feet a lot, you've got to be thinking about kind of all day comfort. And when I think of that, I don't think about the Jordan 4 or this RM model.
Yes.
So,
we're thinking 1906, 2000 was.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, they look great. Jordans
They do.
look great. Some Nike basketball kicks look great. Dunks look great on your feet, but come on, man, I'm not gonna wear that for 8 hours straight. Yeah. Let's be honest. I'm wearing Asics. I'm wearing New Balances.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of wearing for 8 hours straight, I reckon that this shoe might not even last 8 hours because it looks like it's the 3D Zellerfield and Nike official collaboration that was kind of debuted at ComplexCon, a 3D sneaker completely comprised of so I think it's like TPU filament. It has an AMX unit bubble, as you can see down the bottom there. I've seen a few people wear these on feet, and they look, as you'd expect a 3D sneaker to look. But what are your thoughts on these ones? They had a bunch of different colorways, but overall, I definitely like the way that Nike have, I suppose, rolled them out. But I'm interested to see how well they're actually going to hold up, because to me, they don't look incredibly well constructed.
Yeah, they look very flimsy. And I think Nike is trying to fill in the void that was vacated by these guys.
Yeah.
So to me, they look like organic foam runners. They look like Nike organic foam runners.
Yeah.
So Nike's probably trying to fill in that void. Props to Nike for trying new stuff. Because I've been on them for just releasing and rehashing their retro stuff and not really thinking out of the box. So maybe this is them trying new stuff out. As a sneakerhead, obviously, I'd love to see this and feel this on my feet in person.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can make my judgment. But I think it might be a little too late. I mean, I think we're moving past the foam runners era again. So who knows? What about your thoughts, my friend?
I mean, I think that I'd obviously, as I said before, they look a little bit flimsy, and I'm always worried about 3D printed shoes. I know they're going to be of the highest quality 3D printed, but longevity, I don't know. And I think they'll probably be a little bit. It's a little bit gimmicky, but it is cool to see, as I said before, them producing the Jordan 4 RM, producing this 3D printed shoe, trying to expand their, I guess, customer base and using different kind of materials, different silhouettes. So it is cool to see. They're probably going to be 300 Australian dollars. So, even more than that for a 3D printed shoe. So, probably going to be a little bit unobtainable and hard to reason buying that sort of shoe purely just for, wearing occasionally. Because as I said, I don't think they're going to last very well.
No.
So it'd be hard to justify buying them too much, but yeah, it's okay.
And if you know the process of making 3D printed shoes, not anymore that expensive, to be honest. So the price they're trying to. Oh, anyway, at least
5 or 6 years ago, you would have been like, "Oh, okay, that costs a lot of money to make because it's kind of a new technology." But these days, it's like it probably doesn't cost that much. But it's Nike, so they're probably going to, throw a little bit of Nike tax on there. So
they're going to spend the marketing thing on that for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're going to pivot a little bit to a different brand. We've got Adidas here with Bape. and the Orketro model, which I am very excited about. I really like this green and blue and yellow colorway. Bape is obviously one of the kind of, I guess, OGs in the culture and the sneaker game that's kind of been around for a very long time. And obviously the Nego was sold. He sold Bape a fair while ago, but obviously Bape is still very high on people's wish lists, some of their Bapesters and all that sort of thing. And this is their latest offering with Adidas. The Orketro is a retro runner, very 2024, the retro runner. And I really like this blue, and it's kind of a Brazil colorway, like
It
I
is.
think you said. It's very Brazilian. They also have another colorway with the purple and plum sort of colorway is what I'm kind of calling it.
Yep.
Looks very nice with the white laces. But again, I'm kind of interested in the other one. They also released pictures of the box and kind of the bag and the laces that it comes with. And it's a very nice co-branded box. And I think this is one that you're definitely under no illusions as to who is collaborating on this one. So that goes to your kind of beef
My
with
rant.
a few collaborators, your rant. Yeah.
Right with up there. And the thing is with Bape, whenever they collab, they do it right. Like starting from the box, starting from the extras, straight away it's collab, and you're happy to pay a premium price for it. I mean, if these came out at $300 and knowing you'll be getting those extras, those special box,
Yeah.
you'd be more than happy to part with your $300 than getting a regular flimsy general release box and then no branding at all.
Yeah.
In this collab, you see it straight away. I wouldn't say the swoosh, but the branding of Bape, it's so evident on the side panels. You can see the star.
Yeah.
You can see the Bape font, Bathing Ape branding.
Yeah.
Unmistakable. It's unmistakable, the Bape collab.
And I'm sure if you got them in person, there'd be even more little details everywhere on the shoe, like little logos and such. So it'd be super cool. And again, I think that this is going to be selling out pretty quickly. They're raffling on the Adidas website. They're raffling on there in a couple of days. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hopeful to get a pair. But I'm not going to be devastated if I don't. But it'd be very nice to have.
I think you'll probably end up with a pair, my friend, because if we base it on the forums that just released, that collab with Bape, that sat for weeks till it finally sold out. So I think I think you'll be all right. I personally don't think. I think Bape has lost a bit of its luster when Nego sold it. So since Nego's name was no longer attached to Bape, sort of lost, especially for us OGs, like sort of lost a bit of its magic.
Yeah.
Look, I still happily wear my Bape stuff. I still have them. So I still have them. So I actually have this, like, speaking of collabs done right.
Yeah.
This Shoutouts, man. The box alone is sick.
Yeah.
I mean, look, unmistakable Bape of the 80s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
Just did this collab right. So look, for those that want that pair, hey, go get them. If you're a big fan of Bape, go get it. I don't think you'll have any problems, my friend. I'll be surprised if they actually sold out.
I hope you're right. So while I have your brain and your thoughts, Derrick, I really wanted to get your thoughts on the latest Adidas and Superstar collaboration with this brand that I've never heard of, but AVAVAV is what I'm going to call it. This crazy looking detachable shoe guard, which apparently they said you take off and it can become a bag, but I don't see how you could ever fit anything in there. That's what they said.
I can see
but it reminds me a lot of, if you remember, Chicken Run.
Yes.
It reminds me of Chicken Run. That's what I've been calling them to my wife, the Chicken Run shoes. They had this one in the red, and they also had a black color of that shoe. It's a Superstar with a little bit of attachment for 300 Australian, and I was like,
no, not 300 Australian. That's too much for that.
I was like, this is actually, I think it was 380.
Oh,
no, kidding. So anyway,
the outlets.
I was just blown away by how this shoe looks, because it was like, what is going on? I don't know. Give me a little bit of your initial thoughts on the shoe, because as you can see right there, it is wild looking, and I do appreciate the swing that they've taken with these.
Yes,
it is cool, but it's something that I could never put on my feet. I'm sorry.
As a look, look, as a sneakerhead historian, I like their swinging for the fences on this one.
Yeah.
And it's actually quite on brand. If you remember, they released that Adidas Superstar foam.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
giant chunky.
Yeah.
Look, it's not something you'd wear every day, but it looks, cool. It's nice to have. Ended up hitting the outlets, so contemplating grabbing a pair. These ones you might wear it for Halloween. You might only wear it for once a year. But look, it's a collector's piece.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
a collector's piece, and look, it's kooky. It gets us talking about Adidas. There you go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just that alone, it turns to a bag. I think you could put your cell phone there or something. But
Maybe.
if it gets you talking about the brand,
Mm.
I think they've done their job.
I mean, have you seen some women's purses these days? Like how small they are? Like this is probably on brand with those. So
Not just women's, but men's purses as well.
yeah, there's tons of small bags. So, this is not out of the realm of possibility. But I just think, like the finger looking kind of toe things, it's just kind of such a wild thing and it's something that I could never come up with. So I appreciate that someone's sort of thought of this, and I don't know how their brain works and what else they think about, but it's pretty wild.
Will appeal to certain niche of sneakerheads, but they're not for me.
No.
even if they hit the outlets, I'm not going to be in a rush to grab them.
Yeah. Well, a shoe that I definitely know is going to be in your lane is the one that I'm going to jump up here, which is the 361 basketball shoe.
Yes.
I know you have these ones in hand, but I really wanted to get your thoughts about this kind of mismatched kind of colorway. Yeah, check those out. So how do they feel? What are your overall thoughts on these ones?
Look, I love them actually. So we're now in the era, back again into the era of colorful kicks, and I really like that it's made its way back into basketball kicks. Now, having mismatched kicks though is not different in the basketball or athletic arena. We've seen some with LeBrons and even Kobe's back in the day. So this is not a new thing. But for this color, it's called a reverse colorway.
Yeah.
Everything is reverse on both pairs. It's
nice.
Really nice and cool. And and these are really well, even though these are not made with traditional leather, these are all made with synthetic bits and TPU strips. It is a really well made basketball shoe. And I don't even think these are basketball. I mean, I could rock this casually.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely, you could definitely wear them as a lifestyle shoe if they're the right sizing. Yeah, that's very nice.
And remember when we first had our first podcast, we talked about 361 degrees for a bit.
Yeah.
They've slowly made their way to the number 2 spot as China's athletic shoe brand. So they've been really killing it. They're killing stuff at the moment. So and the way they produce their basketball kicks it's really well made versus the GT cuts we get from Nike, which looks really flimsy compared to these. And price wise, sometimes they're comparable, if not lesser than the two big brands. So guys, while we're at 361, exclusive for the Harrison Cable channel. All right, guys, this is a very exclusive pair.
Yeah.
This pair was pulled out of the shelves, and this was initially worn last season. The silhouette was worn last season by Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Of the Denver Nuggets. They had a collaboration with Nickelodeon Spongebob, but I think things fell through. I got lucky enough to be sent a pair by them, and then all of a sudden they said, all right, don't produce any content, just keep the shoes. So let me just quickly show you the SpongeBob version. So it's got it's got a really nice tag.
Nice.
Metallic, and it's SpongeBob color. It's got Patrick as well, obviously pink, and then Squidward green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so really cool pair. It also comes in this really cool box. So only exclusive to channel. Only place you'll see it in content form, ladies and gents.
Nice. That's nice. Wow. Thank you very much, Derrick. That's So they're very, very yellow, very wild.
Yeah, very, very SpongeBob-y. And then it's got a thumb sole, so it's
nice.
Really, really cool pair. Pulled out of shelves because negotiations fell through.
Okay.
With Nickelodeon.
but you've got an exclusive pair. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Just a little humble brag there.
no, I wanted to share it with your
Yeah.
with you and your followers as well. And later on, if we have time, I'll share with you guys another exclusive. This time from Converse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, quickly moving on through some more basketball sneakers, because I know that's a large part of your content and your passion is basketball sneakers. And we have some Year of the Snake upcoming releases with Adidas. So
Yep.
obviously next year is the Chinese New Year of the snake.
Mhm.
This year it was the dragon, and there was a few kind of nice colorways, but not a huge amount. And this year you have James Harden doing his new Harden 9, as you can
Yep.
see here on screen. You've got the purple snake print, which looks really nice.
Mhm.
You've got the kind of, I like the 3 stripes.
Yes, very strategically placed. I
like that. That's very cool. I wasn't a huge fan of the Harden 8. It looked a little bit gimmicky to me, but this Harden 9 is for sure super, super nice. And you could probably wear it in a lifestyle sense, to be honest. Like
the Harden, just going back quickly to the Harden 8, it was it ranked really high among bowlers. Actually, it ranked really high. The only problem with the Harden 8s is, well, they found it a bit too heavy because it's very chunky.
Yeah.
And the back is very huge, the back part. So sometimes it literally drags on the court. But other than that, all aspects of performance, they rank really well among bowlers. Now with the Harden 9, they sort of fixed that overextended back a bit, and then made it a bit more compact. The silhouette of the 9 I really like, and like you said, man, the way they put the 3 stripes on it, very nice and strategic. So very cool silhouette. Very cool.
Nice.
I love it.
Well, the hottest silhouette from Adidas in 2024 literally was Complex Sneakers Sneaker of the Year.
Yes.
Was this one here, the
wait
AE1.
How do you feel about that?
I could go into another podcast talking about that. It was, I feel like, for the kind of, it wouldn't have been my number one, obviously, but for the culture and kind of the momentum it had throughout the whole year, and kind of that it was a brand new silhouette, I can understand where they're coming from. So I'm not mad at it.
So for me, it brought back the interest in basketball shoes. So basketball sneakers for a long time was dead. And this is the fresh new silhouette being marketed by a really marketable, likable guy, despite all his controversies outside the court. but yeah, we're in a era of NBA basketball where they are looking for their next American superstar.
Yeah,
Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant. So they're very hungry for the next young superstar. So I've actually gone out and popped another one.
Nice. That's the kind of camo sort of color.
Still the charcoal colorway.
Charcoal, yeah.
So look, I love them. I wish to buy more, and the price point is really good. 180 Australian.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's very nice. Looking at, as we were talking about before with like Nike and the Nike tax, it feels like sometimes the lower lower price but still good quality is definitely a place where you can find really good value. And these AE1s, lows or highs, these are a low, as you can see with the kind of a little bit more of a dipped ankle cover there. I haven't got on a low yet, but I think they're obviously going to be super comfortable. The highs are still very comfortable, good to play basketball in, and this kind of snake color, the iridescent kind of color, is really cool.
Yes, I'm definitely.
They remind me a lot of, obviously, his earlier one, kind of the eggplant color, the purplish iridescent one. He's released a bunch of a red one. There was like an orange one, and they're kind of the pastel singular colors have their place, but I really like these multicolored iridescent ones. I think that they're super, super cool. And obviously the AE1 is one of the hottest of 2024, and it's probably going to be on the top of a lot of people's lists, as we spoke about before.
Yeah,
very, very nice.
Up that.
Yeah.
they'll be hard. The AE2s will have a hard time topping the AE ones.
Yeah.
And it's no surprise they're still pushing it out. So keep
Yeah.
going. They just keep going.
Of course. Well, Derrick, I wanted to, as you spoke about before, you had a little bit of a, I suppose, sneak peek of the Converse and Brain Dead collaboration.
Yes.
You had these, what was the exact name of them? They were like the mismatched 8 panels. So every panel on the shoe is kind of different.
Yeah, I don't know the official nickname of them yet.
Yeah.
I think when they released this week, they sold out straight away.
Yeah.
Again, Harrison Cable exclusive. They will be restocked. They will be restocked.
Okay.
So keep your eyes out on the Converse online webpage. Anyway, just have a look at the box because the box alone has mismatched panels as well.
Yeah, wow.
So it'll tell you straight away what's inside. So it almost has this what the Converse kind of, what the Chuck Taylor kind of vibe. So let me just quickly show it again. It's really cool. So one side has animal prints. So you get zebra, and then you get the cheetah print.
Yeah.
On one side, and then on the other side, quick sec, you got the camo, the green camo print, and then you got the sort of stars and stripes. Yeah, and then at the back, so again, you get the American sort of flag again, stripes, and then. Well, people are calling this the Toy Story. I don't know.
Looks like isn't it like a giraffe? Perhaps.
Yeah, probably. You're right.
Yeah.
And then the tongue obviously is different as well. So you got the white and black one.
Polka dots. Yeah.
Polka
Very
dot.
nice.
And then you have the Brain Dead branding. Again, going back to branding. There you go. Got the Brain Dead branding on each. Lateral side, and then on the medial side you got the Chuck Taylor logo.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you got all this I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's some
some writing on there.
Yeah, some writing. So this is the collab, and then you got you got extra black laces.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 2 laces in the same shoe, or no, it's just 1 lace in the shoe, but they just came with black ones as well.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let me have a look. What else? There's something really cool as well about these, and I've just noticed it with the newer. Just goes to show how long I haven't copped the. Just they made it more comfortable now. The insoles.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Converse definitely have really good quality insoles, so that's pretty cool.
So this is so it's neoprene, and then it's got this extra crash pad at the back.
Yeah.
You can see that extra layer on it.
Yeah.
So really cool because back in the day, man, you felt the ground when you wore Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm glad they made it more comfortable. And man, I'm definitely gonna be rocking these, man. I know they're wild, but yeah. So again, we're back in the era of colorful kicks.
Yeah. Converse is definitely. I'd say they've definitely sort of fallen by the wayside a little bit with some lifestyle brands, but they're definitely still in the conversation, especially with like Golf Wang and, Tyler, the Creator and such like that. Now they've got this Brain Dead one. So that's really, really cool to see. That's really nice. I mean, I used to wear Chuck Taylors all the time. And then I kind of,
they're a staple, like Vans.
Yeah. I kind of moved my focus over a little bit to more sort of runner sneaker style, just purely because of work. A lot of the time I just found walking around on those sort of ones just kind of got a little bit tired after a while. So anyway, it's okay. I'll maybe think about getting some. I do like Converse, but yeah, they're definitely kind of lower down on the pecking order of shoes that I kind of am on the horizon for, so to speak.
Oh, speaking of golf, if you're in Tyler, the Creator, they just launched another 5 new colorways of their low collabs.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested, go check them out at the Converse store.
Yeah. There's definitely a color for everyone on those. There's like 7 or 8 different colorways. It's even more now, as you just said. So they're really good. Just going to finish up with we've been speaking for a while here. So I just really wanted to kind of rapid fire, get your opinions, maybe like a rating out of 10, so to speak, on Nike have released a bunch of release dates for these upcoming sneakers, which I'll show in a moment.
Yep.
So 2025 is obviously going to be a huge year for Nike. They're going to try and, I suppose, re-release a few models, release some new silhouettes, as we spoke about before with the Jordan 4 RM, the Pine Green. But I just wanted to get your kind of rapid fire thoughts on some of these latest sneakers. So we've got, let me grab them up here. So the Awake New York Jordan 5, hit me.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably 6.5. Jordan 5, not a huge fan, but
not the best of silhouettes, I'm afraid. Colors playing. We've seen this colorway before.
Yeah.
Black, white midsole and speckles. It's kind of tired at this. Yeah.
Nice. Next one is Jordan 4 Cave Stone colorway. What are your thoughts on that one?
I can see this moving because it's a Jordan 4 and everyone loves Jordan 4s.
Yeah.
I also the lighter panel on the lighter mudguard actually looks really cool. It's a very wearable piece.
Definitely.
Yeah, very, 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 very wearable piece.
Getting lots of Travis Scott vibes with that one.
Give it a 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm thinking like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's definitely a Travis Scott inspired sneaker. So
yeah,
definitely.
Neutral, yeah. But very wearable. Tech wear, I can see tech wear with this. It's a very, 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 very wearable piece of footwear. Sorry.
Next one we've got is the Legend Blue Jordan 12. So this one obviously has a lot of lore around it with Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe, but this is definitely going to be a hot sneaker. Jordan 12s have kind of been making a little bit of a comeback. I've seen a few different colorways. There was like a burgundy colorway, which I saw. Obviously, Armand Meunier had a release of the Jordan 12 not too long ago. But what are your thoughts on these ones real quick?
Without the attachment to Kobe, this would sit on shelf.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, Jordan, yes, while they had a resurgence, and I know a few of my friends are huge fans of Jordan 12s. I don't know, man. Personally, without the Kobe reference, the sneaker, it's clean. Don't get me wrong, it's clean, but it's just too plain for me. And again, Jordan 12s are not the best sneakers to, fit with your outfit. So maybe for diehard Kobe fans, they might go and grab these. So I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to say like a 6 out of 10. Jordan 12's not my bag.
Yeah.
So. But they'll be for someone. And they'll probably, as you said, they'll probably sit. But yeah, I think they'll sell out eventually, perhaps.
Oh, just a quick segue.
Yeah.
Just with the Jordan 12s. I wore my Jordan 12s Mellow PE when Mellow came to Melbourne.
Uh-huh.
And then I was fifth in line. And then he saw his Jordan 12s because I think he wore that during his rookie years. He called me to cut the queue and then took it off and showed it to him. And then we had a picture taken. And then I had to before I could ask him to autograph it, I had to be ushered out because I cut the line. But hey, Mello called me, man. You don't say it with Mello, but I have that picture holding it with Mello. So I think that's it. You're
going to have to send me that photo so I can put it up. Yeah, sure. You have to send me that one. That's a pretty nice story, and that's pretty cool. I'll grab a photo of that one too. The next one we'll have a quick run at is the Fragment and Travis Scott release on this Jordan 1 Low.
Say no more, sir. We're buying lots of stocks if we can win raffles.
Yeah, that's absolutely going to sell out. This will be probably incredibly hard to get. Travis Scott again going with a very nice color blocking and Fragment with their classic royal blue. Very, very nice colorway here. Very nice blocking. I'm going to give this, I reckon, a 9 out of 10 just from the looks.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Same.
Yeah, that's very nice.
We'll try to get them. Yep.
Yeah. Next one we'll have a quick run at is the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1 High. This is kind of almost the measuring stick that a lot of people put as for quality on Jordan 1s. This is one of the highest profile sneakers. It's a grail for most people, and the fact that they're re-releasing it has people feeling some kind of way. But I think it looks pretty cool, and orange being one of my favorite colors. You can literally see orange sneakers right behind me, like one and then two right there. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about these ones. What are your thoughts? And give me a rating.
I'm a Norwich man myself. I had the OGs for a brief month.
Yeah.
I sold them. Um, I went out to grab a 25th anniversary pump collab. Anyway,
Yeah.
be a story for another day. But ever since I've sold them, all my friends have never stopped telling me that what a huge mistake I'd made. So now that it's coming back, this is my comeuppance. So I will end up grabbing these. I'm hoping that the quality is the same as the OGs. But it's a definite cop.
Yeah. These are, probably 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10. So excited about those ones. Last one we'll have a quick look at is the Pure Money color, Jordan 3. So Jordan 3s, they're releasing the Black Cat colorway pretty soon. I think in either December or January. But this one looking to release around the August, September, October range. But this is definitely kind of the yin to the yang of that all black colorway. And I really, really like this white one. I'm always scared about wearing fully white sneakers because especially these days we have kind of the oxidized kind of aged look on a lot of sneakers. It lends itself to wearing them a bit more because it looks like it's already been worn. Whereas when you have these, pure white sneakers, it scares me that I'm
keep them fresh.
try to keep them fresh, but it's almost impossible.
You gotta have one of those wipes in your pocket ready every single time.
Like
when these originally came out, they hit the outlets.
Yeah.
So I don't think this will sell out. Great colorway, the white being a very versatile colorway. I could see being worn with baggy jeans and whatnot. So it'll sit on shelves. It'll probably hit the outlets just like the OG. I'm a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah,
I'm gonna say like a 7.5, just because I like the way Jordan 3s fit me is really, really nice. They're probably my favorite feeling Jordans. It's kind of I was talking about with someone before that the Jordan 4 Fears that were recently just released that I got. The sole is almost impossible to clean just because of that pure white. You know what I mean? Like not just the sole, but kind of the outsole up around the upper there. It's going to be incredibly hard to keep clean. And then this just reminds me of those where it's going to be pretty hard to keep clean. But that's okay. Like I probably will maybe try and go for these. But yeah, I think you're right that they won't sell out.
Oh, speaking of your Fear 4s, were they relatively easy cop for you? I think they're still sitting on shelves,
Yeah, they were very easy. Yeah.
What about the Air Max unit? Is it vibrant? I mean, is it still a vibrant red?
I'd say it's more of a dull kind of red. Yeah, it's not super vibrant. No.
Okay, because the OG is a bit more vibrant, so maybe that's why I kind of put a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But hopefully I can see them alongside the Black Cement 3s this afternoon when I.
Yeah, maybe you can go into your Foot Locker. I don't know which Foot Locker, and I know there's a ton of Foot Lockers in Melbourne, but which one would you go to?
Probably go to High Point today after lunch. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But probably won't cop them this year. Maybe when we come back on our holidays.
Yeah. There's definitely higher priorities at the moment. some things to prepare for in the next coming weeks. So yeah,
have we got time? Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. All right.
Yeah.
What sneakers are you bringing on your holiday? If you don't know yet, just give me one or two.
This is something that my wife's been asking me because obviously we only have limited space, and I also don't want to bring shoes that are going to get wrecked because I know that Philippines can get very dirty in terms of the streets. Can get very dirty. There's a bit of pollution around and all that sort of thing. But this one is definitely going to be one. I'll definitely be bringing this one.
Okay, good choice.
For sure.
Yeah.
All day comfort, walking. Lots of that. So. But I'll probably also bring like a Jordan 1. Can't quite think at the moment. I'll probably bring a Salomon and a Jordan 1 as well. Just kind of
3 kicks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3, and then probably leave some room to maybe buy 1 or 2 there. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be bringing a slide, easy slide, because hot in there. I'll be wearing that probably most of the time when I'm walking through the malls because it's airy, it's comfy, it's squishy. So I'll be bringing that. I might actually, when I hit the beach at some point, I might bring this because will just fly off my feet. These are more beach ready. The foam runners. As for the other two, I'm not yet sure. Definitely, I'll bring an Asics along. Might even bring one of these boys. Bad boys. Might bring one of these guys with me.
Yeah, I'd just be too scared of getting them real dirty. Those ones, to be honest. But
I'll bring the darker one. Maybe.
Yeah, bring the darker one. Yeah, that's really nice. Speaking of those ones, I did see the I don't know if you saw this, but Complex at the Complex Con with J Tips, his thing, the Rejuvenator, the kind of cleaning product. They have a channel on YouTube, and they did a soul swap on those two. Literally, they changed the cream colored sole onto the red one, and they swapped them, and basically swapped a lot of different things like the tongue and the logo and all that. I'll pop a bit photo up of them in post, but they look really, really cool.
I will definitely check it out. Thank you. Because I'm a big fan of this release. Speaking of J-Tip's collab, he's released another collab. Maybe we can have it. You can show it in another episode, but he's shown Complex as well. What are your thoughts on those?
Nah, I didn't like them so much. No.
To me, it looks like a kid's shoe.
Yeah, wasn't a fan of them, to be honest.
Who knows, man? I mean, if I see,
I get where he's going, with the color blocking and the design language and stuff, but not a huge fan, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe a different silhouette. I really want him to go for the Shadow 6000 and 5000 later on at some point, but I get it. What they're bringing out older shoes from their archives and from. So anyway, hopefully we'll get to see him in person. But not a big fan as well.
Fair enough. There'll be plenty more to come from J Tips and Saucony, I know for sure. Speaking of top 10 sneaker lists, I think I kind of had this episode as perhaps a top 10, but seeing some of the releases that are coming up pretty soon, and I still haven't quite made up my mind about them. So I decided to postpone. So check out a later episode for that top 10 list, viewers. So
we'll try and get top 10 at some point.
Yeah, we'll try and get Derrick back on so that he can give us his hot takes and bring his knowledge of sneakers and all that. But today I just didn't quite have the list ready,
Yeah, same. Look, I'm not. My list has changed. Obviously, some late additions and might be some late additions later on. But maybe we can, when we come back after our holiday, when we get back here after our holidays, we can do a top 10 countdown. We'll start from 10. You do your 10, I'll do my 10. You do your 9, and then we're not going to tell each other what our list is. So it'll be a
and that top 10 list will be the only top 10 list that all of the viewers will need to see. They don't need to go anywhere else. This will be the only place where the top 10, the definitive top 10 of 2024 will be.
Better than Complex.
Get better than Complex, better than anyone. So you can come here to the Best Foot Forward Shoes podcast and check that one out in a future date. But thank you so much to everyone for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Check out Derrick's Instagram just down below. He's also got a great YouTube channel, The Chosen One. We are going to be enjoying a little bit of time off, but perhaps still meeting up in the Philippines. So thank you so much to everybody. Thank you so much to Derrick. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe down below if you haven't. We have a lot more content coming out. I've got a fair few more sneakers to review. So if you want to check those out, hit subscribe and we will check those out in a later date. Thank you so much to everybody. You have a good day.
Cheers.